Hello, my name is Kim Anderson, and I'm presenting to you today from Dja Dja Wurrung Country. Our Past, Present, and Future Forests, the work of Janet Laurence and Noémie Goudal. Against the existential threat of climate change, our situation on this planet could not be more urgent, and our forests are on the front line of this crisis. Australian artist Janet Laurence and French artist Noémie Goudal engage with the complexity of this vast, multi-temporal environmental phenomenon by destabilizing the prevalence of anthropocentrism and encouraging us to redefine our interactions with other living systems. Working across the expanded field of photography, film, installation, sculpture, and performance, both artists create immersive, dynamic experiences exploring the fragility and agency of the natural world. Trees and forests are a significant recurring presence in their respective practices, layered, fragmented, deconstructed, and reassembled to evoke themes of materiality, transformation, endangerment, and survival. Janet Laurence's self-described ecological quest confronts the artificial binary between ourselves and nature, asking essential questions around reciprocity, coexistence, and how to live ethically in a perilous age. Her major installation, Theatre of Trees, commissioned as part of her 2019 survey exhibition, After Nature, consists of three large concentric circular armatures, like the rings of a tree trunk. From these are suspended multiple translucent banners of silk and gauze, printed and projected with imagery drawn from both historical scientific sources and the artist's own photographic archives. At over 5 meters high, the installation literally engulfs and diminishes viewers as they enter inside, accompanied by a forest soundscape. In this dim, twilight world, the trees are towering protagonists, and humans merely fleeting shadows cast upon the extended vista of deep time. The embodied experience of walking through this ethereal, many-layered forestscape has long stayed with me since I first encountered it. It was a place where human time stretched and slowed to one of vegetal and elemental processes, and I became drawn into Laurence's paradigm of empathy, healing, and wonder. Through her staged landscape manipulations, Noémie Goudal also invites us to consider our relationship with nature through the lens of deep time by merging the science of paleoclimatology with our present reality. So paleoclimatologists study the Earth's past climate, often by drilling deep underground. They can study atmospheric and temperature changes, which can actually help apprehend what might occur in the future and how we can plan for it. Goodall's film Below the Deep South from 2021 was inspired by the discovery of a coal-like substance packed with soil, roots, spores, and pollen from an ancient forest deep beneath the ice in Antarctica, indicating the continent was once covered in thick vegetation around 90 million years ago. The film shows a verdant tropical jungle consumed by a ravenous fire, a cacophony of birdsong slowly drowned out by the crackling flames. And this is an excerpt from the beginning of the film. As the trees combust, it becomes apparent that this is actually a series of layered, suspended photographs, the jungle morphing and transforming as the fire burns through each successive layer until only the armature on which they were mounted remains. And you can see some of that process here. There is no CGI or Photoshop involved. Reducing vast geological timescales to the duration of a few minutes. This is a visualization of the transformation of matter to energy through processes of compression and sedimentation over millions of years, that is, the formation of fossil fuels. The disturbing vision of fire tearing through jungle inevitably conjures up the decimation of forests globally through wildfires, land clearing, and of course fossil fuel extraction. However, it's also a reminder of the cycles of disintegration and renewal occurring naturally across incomprehensible timescales, and the disruption to those cycles by human activity. The film toys with my sense of reality. Living in a recently bushfire-affected area, and I should also note the recent catastrophic fires across France and wider Europe, I find myself fearful the flames will escape the frame and rage uncontrollably. As the last layer burns away, revealing the bare warehouse wall behind it, there's a small sense of relief, but this is vastly overshadowed by the vision of an apocalyptic future that is terrifyingly close. Both artists conjure up a world in perpetual transition, showing the tension between the transience and instability of organic matter and the discipline of architectural and pictorial space. The works are theatrically staged. Lawrence is physically present within the gallery space, and Goodall's a constructed set that slowly reveals the truth of itself. In both cases, the layering of imagery collapses perspective, creating a play between nature and artifice and interior and exterior, and confounding our usual perception of space and time. Both Lawrence and Goodall pieced together their powerful narratives through rigorous research at the intersection of art, ecology, and natural history, imparting uncomfortable truths about our current trajectory. Drawing upon the Earth's deep past, our present predicament, and the possibility of a post-human future, they offer a vision of an ideal state of nature that once existed in a time long past, and the possibility of what might emerge from the ashes in a time, perhaps, when humans are no longer here. They take us on a journey through desire and loss, memory and transformation, and show us the beautiful and terrifying, asking the very real and pertinent question: can we and our forests actually survive this? And if so, what does that look like? Thank you.